Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking at more of Total Party Wipe from, well, also the channel Total Party Wipe. I know, crazy that. This is going to be episode 2, Damaged in Transit. Now, if there's anything I realize, is that the thumbnail for this is something out of freaking Cthulhu, man. I'm pretty sure it's the monster they sort of saw released and about to eat them last time around. Also, considering how it's designed, eat is what I'm hoping it's going to try and do. I'm not going to explain anything of what I said because there's enough tentacles involved. I don't think I need to. Yeah. So we're going to jump right in and hope I don't need to censor this. I'm not sure if that's a joke or not. You guys know the deal. Link below, original video, hit it up. And when you're done, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. So let's just jump into this giant pile of tentacles. You know, I probably could have worded that one better. That's on me. Viewer discretion is advised because tentacles. I keep making a joke about this, but I honestly don't know if it's true or not. And I'm afraid it really isn't a joke.
And welcome back to Newsport Radio.
Sterling K.
I'm your host,
King.
Sterling K. King. King by name and king by reputation.
Kick my name?
Today's sponsors,
Really?
Tentacles Munitions. Boys and girls, are your mom and pop having a tough time putting dinner on the table? I think it's time you get your little hands to work. Apply at Thundercloak Munitions today, downtown Newsport.
And again, they're doing the entire radio thing where they're just going to do an ad read because they can, except this is part of the joke because downtown Newsport, 48th Street, apply today. Thundercloak Munitions. It's literally, oh, it's Magitech guns. It's literally a Magitech gun and a seamless robot. Also, don't you dare think for a second I didn't realize the level of thickness involved in this image. I approve. Good man.
45 8th Street. Last we heard from our heroes, they were making
Random
their way
bird.
through the transit depot, on their way
Snazzy
to
elf.
026 train to Newsport.
Honestly,
What
the
was
more I
a
hear about this place, the more I'm like, why do you
stroll
want to do this?
slowly turned into a dangerous encounter. The public at risk from a vile Kurg beast escaped from its cage.
Yeah.
Out, our heroes jump into action. Ladies and gentlemen,
I just realized what this reminds me of. All of this. Yeah, Chaos Spawn from Warhammer 40k. That's what it reminds me of. And I'm going to keep telling myself that because anything else it reminds me of is definitely not something I'm going to mention on YouTube.
out, relax, and roll initiative.
Still, I just love the voice. I kind of wish he was the entire narrator aspect the entire way just because I love the old-timey narrator voice. It's a personal preference. Wouldn't it be any better? I just like it.
8.
Damn.
What a hero.
That's
Eight.
a lot
So
of
good at this.
low scores. Is that initiative?
13.
Oh,
Okay.
also having dice tray envy.
Thought the creature sort of like is attempting to press its head. through
Ah,
the
yes, it
outside
has
of
the mouth
cage,
tentacles.
trying to lash at
And an
Squidward.
extra mouth on the mouth. With tentacles!
I'm gonna
that are
rush
also
ahead
extra.
to get over behind Swiggums. Seeing that the beast is trying to lash out at him,
Throw the
I'm
gnome
going to
at him!
Grab him by the shoulder and throw him back.
Oh! God, I thought for a second they would go full on, throw the little guy! Well, they did. They just threw him in the wrong I mean, the safe direction. And not that I'm saying, from what I've heard, Squigums is the monstrosity of this campaign of Ultimate Evil. It's been commented. I don't know if they were joking or not. I'm going to be saying that a lot. I honestly still don't know.
And with my other hand, I'm gonna pull my halberd out and kind of just point the
halberd.
pointed tip of it towards the beast, ready to strike if it gets out.
Okay,
Oh.
I'll let you. burn
Oh, yeah,
a
the
bonus
DM
action
avatar.
for the squig toss.
Okay.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't
do I
look
have to
evil.
Roll an athletics to see how far I.
So
throw
typical
him?
DM.
That will indeed be an athletics check.
Can you get a
Okay.
negative on that?
Let's see. Let's see what they roll
1.
here.
Oh, pretty
That's
high.
an 18.
That is more than enough. What direction are you throwing him, and how far? You got 30 feet to work with.
Oh, gee.
Let's see.
30 feet. To clarify, 5 foot square, at least based on this, if they occupy 1 and they're not huge, that would be out of the image if they go straight back. So there's a very good chance he's going to take falling damage or just damage for hitting something. Please just fuck this up and do something
How far do I
stupid.
have?
30 feet is a ranged weapon.
Oh, excellent.
He's the ranged weapon. I love this.
On this person.
Fuck that guy in particular.
They're standing too close. They need to move.
Okay, so you
I hate to say this, but this guy's shirt.
They're standing too.
Am I the only person who looked at this and immediately went, hey, is that the Ahegao shirt? No, it's just a really snazzy pattern. Yeah, also, I think the Monopoly Man's chin got bigger.
Too close. They need to move.
It's that elf with the top
Okay,
knot.
so you sort
Never
of like
trust an
come
elf
up
with top
behind
knot.
Squigums as he's like still grappled onto the bars, and you sort of grab him under the armpits
Throw
like
him
a
in a half leg.
toddler, and just
Or
kind
no,
of
I'm not sure
toss
which.
him off to the
Been
side,
a while.
impacting with this person and
Ooh, you're
shoving
putting a
you
lot more
back,
images up.
a
Ooh.
pace
Oh,
that's
goddamn.
your
Actually, good
bonus
bit of
action
animation there.
burnt up.
Nice.
as you ready your halberd.
Ow! That hurt, asshole!
Okay, so
It's too.
in just a few seconds, they've already shown a significant degree of animation improvements from the first episode. I'm legitimately impressed. Like, just check this out. In the first episode, it was like just a couple of things here and there, and still impressive. A lot of background effect, a lot of reusage of assets, but in a really well done way so that they're not really obvious. I just really overanalyze things, so I kind of notice it, and I just like it. But just check this out. Between this,
Ow!
getting there,
That hurt,
turning around,
asshole.
the talking effects, it's very simple. But considering this is a comic format, there's a lot more scenes being put in there. And because everything has this bit of graininess, it actually gives the illusion that there's a lot more movement than there actually is. Also, getting a better view on this thing, yeah, you might want to turn around. It looks like it's about to, nom. Yeah.
It's too dangerous over here. Stay back. Everyone, get back.
Giant metal man
I'm
coming
not
in.
a child, I can take it.
As you shout your warnings, like a number of the bystanders sort of
And the
take
one
a few
bloody guy.
steps back. They were already
Seriously, the Monopoly
mulling
man
over
just
the
has no
idea
fucks to
before
give in
you
this.
spoke, but now they actively pursue it.
They weren't before.
And, yeah, all I'm gonna do is just ready in action in case this thing gets out.
In case, I'm pretty sure it's out.
Aiden DeMark, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna step back. Be like, you
Yep.
got this, guys.
Smart move. Also, did he just do like a ninjutsu sign? Oh no, he's clapping. That's what it is. I was like, oh crap, did he do Shadow Clone? I was like, wait, no, that's completely the wrong franchise, but that's where my mind went. I need to apologize for that. Yeah, you don't go Boruto. You just don't do that. Naruto is fine, not Boruto. Also, the snazzy look of the evening coat and the tux, but the uncuffed looks like a bow tie. I'm not saying I'm jealous at his look.
All right.
Oh, he's applauding.
So
That's what
you
it is.
you just backpedal.
And
Yeah.
go like, yeah, and I kind of like throw acid splash at the creature.
Does it
Okay.
damage the
is
bars?
this
No,
on
it's
the roll?
acid, not corrosion.
A dexterity saving throw. It must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, or take 1d6 damage.
Okay.
Which is DC is 13.
D6? That's not a lot, but I guess they're at low levels though.
And it is a natural.
Oh crap! That is a 1.
As like the acid splashes over the fifth
Thankfully,
feathery hide
it's
of
only
the
acid, not
creature.
corrosive. Is that in the bars?
Roll damage.
Yeah, no.
Huh.
Really?
1.
That one.
Yeah, nothing to say here. Just having flashbacks to all the time. Oh goddamn! All of the times this has happened to me. It's like I scored a massive hit, a critical hit. What did I get? 2 nat 1s on the damage. I'm not saying I'm scarred for life. I would never say that. That's just all work and no play makes Airier wish he rolled better.
The acid, however, is not quite so concentrated as you would have preferred, as it sort of like rapidly dilutes, melting away just the first few layers of skin. It does, however, like eat into the metal of
Oh,
the
no.
bars.
Oh, he's
decent
actually
little
playing it
bit.
that way.
Not enough to break them or anything. Just
So he's
they
actually
look a
getting
little
punished for a
weaker than
nat 1.
before.
That's so much
I
worse.
swear this never happens before.
Yeah, you should probably just back up.
Hap, this thing is now sort of like shrieking in a little.
I know it's probably not intentional. This is just the DM dicking around with the acid thing. But if I'm being completely honest, I like how the setup here is this is a world that doesn't trust magic. And we have a magic user. So immediately, the first thing he does is show that they shouldn't trust the magic user.
A bit more irritation, sort of bashing against the bars more fiercely than
They
before.
made it more angry.
What do you want to
Gotcha.
do?
I'll look back towards Aiden and say, "We're going to talk about the acid later."
Like I struggle, like, It was worth a try.
Just have a Scottish talk
I'm
with him.
going to run around
Also, I cannot do a Scottish
side
accent to save my life. I'm aware of that.
and try to distract it so that it's coming towards me instead of the hole it's already made. Just kind of like
And the bars that are weaker.
rattling the bars and yelling at it.
Fuck
I'm gonna
you,
roll
you
his
giant
skill
tentacle
check
monster.
to Ignore you. What?
There's no anime schoolgirls
Save.
here.
I'm gonna call that an intelligence save.
Oh, damn.
Are you kidding?
-4?
Wow.
What did he do? Oh, that's a really that's
Yeah,
four.
it kind of just like
Didn't even know you can get
glances at
-4s.
you as you sort of rattle the cage, like trying to make yourself sort of.
Oh, it's because it's probably set
as
up.
much of
as
an irritation to it, and instead it
That's
just sort of
because
turns away and continues bashing against the weakened door of the cage where it already was.
Clever girl.
Are they all making it worse?
But you still have a standard action if you like.
Is he just
can I see
accidentally
the
throwing him
syringe?
against the bars?
It is on the ground, just between the things, like front and
Really
hind
good thing
legs,
if
sort
the
of
mage had
directly
mage
under it.
hand. Mage hand.
You could
Gotta
attempt
love
to
it.
snatch it, dexterity or sleight of hand, something like that.
Oh no.
I would love to try a sleight of hand.
Oh,
and
no.
Grab that thing.
Oh no 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 no! If the DM's viciousness, based on the entire acid, just working on the doors more than the monster, and I just said work it, I'm going to stand by that. I gotta say, if you're going to work it over this monster, I don't know what accent that was, and I'm not going to do it again. I don't like it. That is everything this guy's about to do. With this level of dickishness in the DM, also I approve, is telling me anything. This guy is about to get fucked. Considering all the jokes I made about tentacle monsters, I probably should have chosen a better choice of words, and I'm afraid it was accurate.
Roll it for me.
Excellent. Let's see what I can do here.
Oh, +4 though.
Yeah, that is a 12.
What was his
I'm
dump
going
stat?
to roll a
Like, was he
dexterity
rolling just
save against that?
2d10s?
That is a 12. So yeah, he beats it, just kind of like moving his foot slightly, knocking.
Oh, he's rolling against you, or you're rolling against
away
him?
from you. This thing seems quite clever actually, and that is the end of your turn. So I'm gonna roll a
Indeed it is.
strength check
Ooh.
as the thing.
Oh, that's not good.
Athletics check as the thing rears back and then slams once more with like
Into the weekend
bigger
bars.
against the side of the cage, and in the cage's like weakened state, I'm gonna call that just enough to sort of bust it open as the thing leaps out
Yep.
and attempts to swipe at you with its.
Yep. Yeah, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I think it's actually less terrifying with his mouth open because, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I know what this looks like. They just have to find the sweet spot to make sure to know where to hit it.
with its tentacles. Yeah.
Not
It
saying
attempts to-
nothing.
and that doesn't hit your AC.
No, it does not.
That is the end of the Kurg's beast.
I guess that counts as getting tongue
turn,
action.
And we're back around to Squigum's
I
turn.
feel so bad about that joke.
We have to keep it alive. Okay.
Seriously,
so,
this is
You can assume
absolutely
it's valuable to
disturbing how
somebody.
disgusting this
so
monster
what
is.
you're saying is,
I love it.
we have to knock it out somehow. All right, that's.
Also, does his
Unarmed
entire
strike
chest open up? Kind of looks like there's ribs
is-
visible.
So I'll just use that bonus unarmed strike, which is a 17.
Oh, that's a 12.
And the second attack hits. So Squigum's like works his tiny legs as hard as they can go, sort of running in with like a clumsy sort of forward kick, which kind of just grazes off the side of the thing's leathery hide as you come in with a second uppercut, kind of bang directly in the ribs.
Ooh.
Roll me damage.
Okay, really? Just a D4 damage? Oh, yeah. Low level party. But I just want to say this part right here. Also, great little rolling animation, actually. But this part right here. This physically pains me to see this. Like, literally. He's literally committing suicide right here. Look at that tongue. For example, that's actually just... You don't bite off your tongue. There's a lot of blood flow there. And this is... Oh! I'm looking at this and just thinking... Nope. 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 Oh, God. Also, great musculature detail. Showing that Squigums is, once again, the strongest party member. And most likely to accidentally damage himself. Also, does that have a weapon on his back that he's just not using? Huh.
Roll me damage.
6.
6 bludgeoning damage. and you feel like those
6?
bones kind of shift a
Oh, is it
little bit
plus
under
3?
the weight of your fist.
How strong is he?
Not really budging the creature on the whole. It very much feels like
He just fisted
punching
him.
a bear.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Oh.
All right.
Just
now
shoved
that
it
the
right in
creature
there.
Is free from its cage. I did ready an action to swing my halberd at it. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. Doing a heavy overhead, like sweep downward on
So-
top of it. Hopefully.
The only guy taking
As
it
the thing
seriously.
sort of takes 2 steps out of its cage, you immediately bring.
Really? That sound effect? I'm not sure if anyone else noticed it, but just listen to the sound effect they're about to
As
use.
the thing sort of takes 2 steps out of its.
I don't even know what this sound effect originated as, but I've heard it in so many different cartoons and movies and just random joke series that I know this sound effect. It's right up there with the Wilhelm scream. It's not nearly as iconic, but you just hear this. It sounds like cars squealing or brakes squealing type sound effect, but more like rubber on the road. I don't quite know what it is, but this is a sound effect that gets around so damn much. Also, I really shouldn't have paused on this thing. It looks really... I probably should have put a sensor bar over this
cage,
thing,
you
man.
immediately bring your halberd down towards its neck. Roll me that down attack, and yeah, it does
Nope.
not hit. Kind of just striking.
+5
wide
too, wow.
and clanging against the tiles.
I guess that would be
Well,
proficiency.
Shit. That's unfortunate.
You're a bit
Alright.
slow on the draw there, Thor.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I'll just take another swing. This time for its
What
legs.
level are they at?
I need to cripple
He's getting a
this
second attack, so
this creature
beyond 5.
with a 14.
And you take another swing indeed, hitting it just directly above, like between the ankle and knee on its front leg. In place of damage, you can knock it prone if you
Oh.
like.
I think damage is fine. I just want to cleave this thing's leg off.
You probably want to
Damage
knock
is
it down instead.
lovely. And with a 13, you immediately sever at the exact point where you hit, separating the
Oh,
the
wow,
foot
there's
from
sinew and
the rest of
everything.
the leg, leaving sort of a bleeding, ragged
And the
stump
bone and the
dripping a
blood and
dark
it's purple.
ichor.
Is it acidic?
It lets out a loud sort of rumbling growl, a deep.
That's
as
not...
it,
oh, that's an angry
approaches, maybe looking a little bit more determined than before, if a little bloody. Aiden, it is your turn.
Okay, just going to be completely honest there. If this monster doesn't have a way to regenerate, with that level of, I have lost my arm, but you're going to lose more, with that sheer level of nope given, I'm going to be very surprised. Also, really great animation there, just showing, I'm going to fuck you up. Who needs
I'm trying to
arms?
think of the situation, what's going on here, and I quickly fire a magic missile at it.
I think it hits.
That auto hits, yeah? Magic
Yeah.
Missile 5A.
Yeah, it's a 5.
Yeah, you reach into your
5?
coat, sort of whipping out your wand. And
What about the
same
others?
Action,
Oh, he's
same
doing it the
movement,
official
a
way
burst
rather
of
than
light,
the non-canon way that
erupts
everyone else
from
seems
the
to.
tip, flying
Where you do
at the
one roll and
creature,
then it's just
impacting it
calculated
in the
based on the
flank,
level.
Sort of sending it careening just a little bit against the back of its cage. It seems to
Oh,
be
wow,
like
he's doing
a
effects on
little
damage.
woozy now, having
Huh.
lost like a bit of blood at this
Wait,
point and
is that-
taken a number of hits.
Oh, no, no, no. Now, I have not actually experienced what he's doing, but I'm pretty sure because the DM is showing interactions between the damage a character does and the wounds, that he's using a wound table. I could be mistaken. It could just be the DM making up, in which case, good improvising on the fly. But I have seen people who have used the wound table. Vic, I'm looking at you. And, yeah, there's things you don't want to happen there to a party member. Monsters? Sure. It's all fun and games. Teammates? Right up until someone loses an eye.
All right. Can I
Or an
get
arm.
this wrench easily now?
Or
that
most of
it's
their
not
legs.
over top of it?
Yeah, it's very easy. You just gotta. You'll have to burn your bonus to snatch that bitch.
That's fine. So I will grab that.
Don't
and
stab yourself by
proceed
accident.
To climb to the top of the cage.
No.
All right. Roll me acro.
Why are you doing
athletics,
this?
It's up to you.
He's letting
let's
you.
do
You should. This could be in that
acrobatics.
one.
It's gonna be a +2. 8. Seriously, guys.
Honestly, you're getting up like a roughly chest-high cage, so like anything
Oh, it's not
above a
very tall.
6 would have about done it for me.
Beautiful.
So yeah, you kind of
chest
like
high?
hoist
Oh,
yourself up.
top
with
of
a bit
chest,
of a
not middle
groan,
chest.
standing on top of the cage, having good
Seriously, you
view
could
down
just
on
walked
the,
around and stabbed
on
him.
the powerful looking back of this creature.
And can I end my turn by dropping onto its back and trying to jab it?
Yeah, roll me an attack roll if you like.
Absolutely.
I would count it as a dagger, as far as it goes.
Dagger. So that's gonna be...
Oh. One, the smile, like the sheer level of evil in the DM right here. I think I just figured out what the twist is here. Between giving them a way to deactivate the creature through the serum and asking if this guy only wants to, knock him down rather than cause physical damage, I'm wondering if the goal here was to keep it alive and in good health rather than to kill it. So they might have actually failed if he goes to kill it here. Oh, God.
+4 to hit. Beautiful. So, I'm gonna climb to the top.
Also,
stand
why
over the
are you
edge,
climbing
and,
to the top?
As I bend down to kind of jump a little bit,
No.
his knees,
No.
knees gonna pop. Just like, ugh, and he's jumping. With a 19.
19 hits as you die.
What did I say about going full Boruto? You just went full Boruto, man. I'm pretty sure this is directly from one of the Naruto. Actually, I think it is actually one of the Naruto cover arts. Huh. A little more respectable than Boruto. But still, really?
Dive down onto the back of this creature. One leg sort of landing either
Hey,
side.
wasn't that
You
one?
slam the syringe down into the back of its neck, watching the pressure mechanism trigger and the greenish chemical within sort of drain into the flesh of the creature.
Hopefully blood
Roll
loss
me
doesn't change its
2d6
effectiveness.
for the damage.
9.
It sort of like wavers side to side, almost collapsing, and then it kind of
I really feel like I
catches
should censor
itself
that.
on its severed stump, and with the shoot of pain up its body, kind of jolts back up to almost full consciousness. It's standing still, and you are still riding
Yep,
it.
that turned out to be a mistake.
Excellent.
So yeah, it's the Kirk-based turn, and it is going to attempt to throw you off.
How much is it going to fuck him
with,
up?
Acrobatics. An athletics check. Can you contest that with acro?
I
no.
certainly can. 15.
22. So yeah,
The first time he doesn't roll horribly, it doesn't matter. Also, I love the fact that the one person who's playing it smart is the reason they didn't just win the entire encounter right there. That actually kind of is hilarious to me.
it immediately just sort of like shakes in the same movement that it jolted upright, and kind of like just sort of rolls you off of its side and back onto the ground.
Ooh,
and
right
it's
over
going
him.
to attempt to attack you with disadvantage.
Well,
One
yeah,
arm
that's gonna hit.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
really going
that's
to hit.
double 22s with its bonus, so it's going to
Yeah.
grapple instead of do damage. So it wraps you in its tentacles, sort of drawing it close to its powerful maw, which sort of like closes down around your
I feel vindicated.
around your foot.
And also very, very depressed at
Thank
my
fuck
own
it didn't
accuracy.
hit.
God.
And back to horrible rolls again.
But yeah, you managed to sort of like lean forward, beating the jaws away from your leg, and it is now the turn of Squiggums. The beast before you sort of swaying,
Having its
back
way
and
with your
forth,
party member.
though it might drop at any moment.
I'm gonna punch it really, really hard.
Oh, no.
19.
Ah! Roll
He
me
punched
damage
it really
on that.
hard.
That's a 5 bludgeoning.
That is more
Non-lethal.
than enough.
Am I allowed to say
Naturally.
non-lethal or?
Yeah, of course.
No, you can actually do the non-lethal
Non-lethal.
stuff.
You sort of lean in, and with its head sort of occupied, grappling its tentacles around Hap's leg,
God,
you
they're
sort of
really
lean
going into
forward and
detail
just
on
sort of
Squigum's arms.
slug it in what might approximate its jaw, and it kind of like just
Okay.
collapses
Oh,
into
that
a
sound
sort of
effective must be
meaty,
done.
bloody pile. Still, its chest sort of rises and falls as the effects of the tranquilizer slowly take hold. That's the end of combat.
Alright, we need a vet to take care of this. Take care of this
It's
thing.
missing an
Which
arm.
I guess we should probably pay for any injuries.
He'll do it.
Yeah, behind you guys in the background, the gentleman sort of begins to approach. Right, that. Honestly, I have no idea what I would have done if you blokes hadn't come along. That.
Die.
You may save my fucking life, gentlemen. As he sort of pushes past
He's just
you.
poking him.
We didn't just save your life. We saved all these people's lives. I know what would have happened if we weren't here.
I'm just ignoring the fact that this guy was just kind of backing up into the crowd. Not hiding in it, but he knows what's up.
A lot of good folk would have died. Get your head on straight if you're doing stuff like this.
It's also bleeding pretty bad, so it probably needs one of them medical people.
Yeah, Leroy's on his way. Should be on his way back. That's his department. But look, mate,
They just
this
have random
ain't
people for
on
disabled
me. I
limbs?
just received this goddamn thing. They're supposed to be properly tranked for the next 16 hours. This shouldn't be happening.
Sounds like sabotage to me.
Yeah, or just fucking cost carding from the family that owns the thing.
Can I take a look at the construction of the cage?
Yeah,
And
sure.
already we're into politics.
roll
I actually kind of
me
like this change.
Insight?
12.
Plus
It looks
0.
to be like decent quality steel. You don't spot anything specifically
Minus the acid marks.
wrong with the cage.
Okay.
It just happens to have been used to contain like a very powerful beast.
Well, the cage seems fine, and it looks like for now, everything's under control.
Yeah, well,
Was it?
now I gotta get this thing squared away and sort the cage out.
It's a good thing this guy isn't shady at all and literally shaded so you can only see the outlines of his eyes. Because, you know, that would make him really shady if it did. But it doesn't, so we're good.
Look, it's not a lot, but here. And he sort of reaches into his, down to his belt, pulling out like a small pouch. And he recovers, 4 gold pieces and holds them out. You did me a huge favor. I really appreciate
Is
it.
he bribing them to stay
Does
silent?
he give one to each of us?
Yeah, he's just sort of holding them out to be taken.
Take it
I take one.
or
and-
pay for the arm.
Much appreciated.
Indeed,
Oh.
sir. Thank you.
Sorry, I actually missed that Squigums was in the image. They've been drawing at a height before where you can always see him, but as soon as they go to chest height, it's like, nope, he's tiny.
I'm not going to take one, actually. I'm just going
What?
to give him a nod and just ask, we have to get going here pretty soon, but do you need any further assistance?
You could help me push this cocksucker back in there.
Will do.
Leans down to like lift the heavy, leathery flank of the creature.
Alright, I'll help him.
I'll-
Does it have a door they can just open to push
I
it in,
don't
or?
open. I just watched
Okay.
them.
So yeah,
Alright.
with 4 people doing this thing, there's not going to be a roll. Although, like, leaning against it, it does seem to weigh, like, damn near half a ton. As you, like, roll
That's
it
more impressive
over
they can lift it
and
then.
It kind of slumps back into the
I mean, you can
cage,
move a car
sort
and
of
maybe roll it, but
enough,
oof.
And the man, like, tucks its legs in with it. It's a few moments after this that you do hear across the PA system. 026 to Newsport. Pre-boarding is starting now.
And they're just getting on the train
Passengers
now.
to Newsport are recommended to take their seats. Thank you.
Oh, okay, we gotta go. Let's go, everyone.
Okay, one thing they just did I actually want to call attention to. This image right here is almost completely static, but between the effect of the fog right here, just kind of pixelating, the overall old-timey film strip effect with the dots moving up and down, and the fact that this thing is getting bigger and smaller to show that there is sound coming out of it, it takes what is very much a static scene and makes it actually feel dynamic. Nice effect there. Very well
I
used
recommend
just to
it
make
take their
something
seats.
simple
Thank
seem
you.
much more
Oh, okay, we gotta go.
Involved.
Let's go, everyone. Come on, come on. I'm gonna start
Alright,
running.
let's go.
Also, good music choice. Oh, they just... oh, okay, it's going to end the reel. And that was the second episode of Total Party Wipe. And all I can say is, a lot of this was just moving a lot faster. I think a part of it was because they're in combat. They know what they're doing. Everyone's on the ball. The audio balance, I think, was a little better this time around. I remember it's been a while since I watched the last one, so getting back to it is kind of throwing me off a bit. But I think it's actually balanced a lot better. It's still really quiet, so I had to really up the volume on my end, but that's fine just because I can fix that. But overall, the animations, I think, are just cleaner this time around. There's still a lot of things where you can tell there's bits here and there, and I know the grayscale, or I guess more sepia, because there's a lot of brown involved, isn't probably for everyone, but I really love that opening narrator, so I'm giving this so much credit. It's like, you know what? No, they're building an aesthetic here. Is it everyone's aesthetic? I don't know, but I like it. I'm easily pleased, and this pleases me. What I will say, though, is the parts where they show significant detail, throwing Squigums in particular, that was a lot of individual scenes showing a lot of movement, and it looked good. And while the blood was over the top, it was consistently over the top, which I think is actually more important because When you just do one random thing, it's like, oh, hey, random fountain of blood, and it never comes up again. It's like, okay, why did you do that? Is that, okay, you just did that. That's just a thing. But when you do every time something happens, there's a similar reaction, it shows that there's a level of consistency. And it builds an internal cohesion with how things work in a certain world. And since this is their own made-up world, as far as I know, consistency matters. Showing how things work matters. Getting hit in the face and then blood everywhere? Makes sense. It matters. The stump. Blood everywhere. Way more than actually is normal, because honestly, things don't really bleed that much. It's kind of weird to say that, like they bleed a lot, just not that much. Unless it's a head wound. Those go crazy. But still, I like just the fact that those little internal consistent details matched up. It's just a cool little thing to show future cohesion. Will that hold up for later episodes? I don't know. Was it possibly just a fluke and it just worked out this way? I don't know. But I want to find out more, because there's a chance that it's something they actually thought about. Or that their consistent style will just hold itself together because that's just how they do things. Both are very effective ways. I don't know which one's going to be, but I want to know more. So if you haven't already, there's a link below to the original video. Hit it up. It's really good, and I'm pretty sure we got most of the things in this one, but there's a few little audio details. I noticed a few, and I'm certain I missed more because it's me. I miss things. It's a thing. I'm aware. I don't like it, but I do it. All the same, you guys know. Deal below. You hit the button, you hit the button, you hit the button. Good. Also, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.